Hello, my name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a 10-week Trading 212 portfolio update. So I started recording these updates on the 1st of January when I had £1,009 in this account. Now, the last couple of weeks have been pretty dodgy in the stock market, to be honest. It's been very volatile. Most things have been dropping. So I think my last video that I recorded, I had almost a 20% return, and today I am sitting at a 2.53% return. Now that obviously isn't great, but to be perfectly honest, I'm really happy that it's up at all. It was very nerve-wracking in the last couple of weeks. Luckily, we were renovating our house. We were focusing on that rather than focusing too much on the stock market and seeing things falling down. So yes, so my account balance, as I said, was 1,009 when I started on the 1st of January, and today it's at £1,034.49. So that is a return of 2.53%. So not bad, not great, but much better than I would be getting in, say, a high interest savings account, or if I were to be putting my money into, say, premium bonds or something like that. I may not have won anything at this point. So, 2.53% is still great, and I'm still happy with any gain at all. So I'm going to also talk you through my kind of top 6 performers in the last week. So as I said, a lot of things were falling very rapidly and nosediving in the last couple of weeks, and some of them have again come up very quickly. So there has been some really strong gains across these 6 companies that I'm going to share with you. It is so volatile at the moment. I am by no means an expert, so I'm not saying invest in these companies. I'm just telling you my experience. It has been so volatile that as things have really come down, they've also really bounced back up again. So this isn't a reflection of how they're probably going to perform next week, but I just thought I'd share them with you anyway. I also wanted to mention that I always put a list of all the shares that I have in this Trading 212 portfolio down in the description box, so if you are interested in seeing what I have, then please do take a look there. Anyway, moving on. So the first one that I wanted to mention that has done well for me in the last week is Plug Power. So Plug Power has gone up 20.36%, and it is a hydrogen fuel cell technology company. So there was a lot of talk about sustainable energy and clean energy alternatives being in a kind of bubble. So they did fall quite considerably in the last few weeks, but actually that has started to pick up again now. So Plug Power is up, and I'm very pleased with that. All of these stocks and shares are ones that I do plan to hold on to for a long time. So yeah, I'm not planning on selling Plug Power, but I am pleased that it's come back up. So it came up 20.36% last week. So the second one that's done really well is good old Royal Mail. So Royal Mail is the postal service over here in the UK. It was partly privatised back in 2013, and since last week it has gone up 9.56% for me. So this is an example of a share that's not particularly interesting or exciting, but is doing very well in my portfolio, and I'm really happy to have it. The next one that I'm including isn't a share, it's actually a trust, but it's actually the Scottish Mortgage Trust. Now, this is managed by Baillie Gifford as their alternative management, and it has done really well. So in my ISA, I hold a lot of Baillie Gifford funds, and I really like them. So in Trading 212, a lot of the funds that I like from Baillie Gifford aren't available, but the Scottish Mortgage Trust is, and that has gone up 9.47% in the last week. So really strong returns there. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So as I said, that's kind of a mix of companies rather than an individual share. So it's the kind of thing that if you're looking to diversify your portfolio within Trading 212, it could be something that you could have a quick look at if you're interested. But again, don't take my advice. This isn't advice, this is just what I am doing. So yeah, they've had really strong returns in the last week. So the next one that I have is Tesla, which in the last week for me has gone up 16.17%, which is huge gains. Now Tesla really nosedived a few weeks ago when they said that they were not going to be taking orders for their latest model anymore. I believe it's their most affordable model as well. So that stock really dropped, and it has come flying right back up again in the last week. It's also been announced in the news today that Elon Musk has given himself a new job title, and that job title is Techno King. So obviously they're feeling really confident too. I think they have given their Chief Financial Officer the job title of Master of Coin. So yeah, really super confident obviously in their financials themselves. So yeah, I hold a small amount of Tesla. It's not a massive part of my portfolio by any means, but it was kind of one of those ones where I thought electric cars are the future, but also massively didn't want to miss out, kind of fear of missing out with Tesla. So I have a small amount of that, which I will hold on to for the long term, which has gone up 16.17% in the last week. Moving on to number 5, I have Trade Desk. So this is something, again, perhaps isn't as interesting as a company. It's not a big name like Tesla, but it's doing very well. So in the last week, Trade Desk has gone up 14.67%, which I'm really pleased with. Again, all of these companies for me are ones that I plan on holding on to for the long term. I haven't, as you will see from the list of companies listed below in my description, I haven't been buying and selling this last month purely because of the volatility. I think I'm better to just hold on to stocks that I've researched and feel comfortable with. So yeah, I've just been holding on to them. So Trade Desk has again popped right back up again. Then the last one is Zillow Group, which has gone up 11.51% in the last week, which is fantastic. So Zillow Group is an online platform for selling houses essentially. So it's sort of a little bit like Rightmove over here in the UK. So Zillow Group has done very well, and I'm very pleased with those. So as I said, I will list all of the stocks and shares I hold in this account down below, and also that Scottish Mortgage Trust, which is a trust. I am predominantly invested in funds outside of this account, so I have an investment ISA outside of this account, and that is where I mainly invest in funds and ETFs as well, but I do not hold a lot of stocks and shares in that portfolio. So this is kind of my portfolio to have a little bit of fun, learn a little bit about stocks and shares and what I'm doing. So I really hope you enjoyed this. So please do leave any questions or comments down below. If you hold any of these stocks, I'd be really interested to hear how they're doing for you and if you're happy with them. If there's anything that you think I should be looking at more, so these shares do tend to be kind of very tech, healthcare, clean energy, that kind of thing. So I don't have a lot of travel stocks, and I'd be interested to hear if you think that that is something I should be doing, because obviously as we are slowly getting towards lockdown being lifted, do you think that they're going to rise significantly, or do you think I should just stick with the kind of tech, healthcare stocks that I have? I'd be really interested to hear what you have to say on that. Anyway, I hope you're all having a really lovely day. It is a lovely sunny day here today, so I am pleased my Trading 212 account is just a little bit back up again at 2.53% up on this lovely sunny day. I wish you all the very best, and thank you so very much for watching. Bye bye now.